much for joining me on the mat today. I will be focusing on a heart-centered practice, opening up the heart, getting into our chest, which will help with our breathing, our posture, but also our sense of self-acceptance towards our love and care. So get into any comfortable position, soften into the shoulders, hands on your knees. Take a deep inhale into the belly, exhale out the mouth. We'll bring one hand to the heart and the other one on top, feeling into our heartbeat and connecting to our center. Soften into the body, listen to your heartbeat. Inhale, slowly come back. On keeping hands on your knees. As you bring your heart forward, exhale to curve the upper back, chin into your chest. Following your own pace and breath here. Bringing the heart forward, shoulders back, chin up, and exhale, bring it all in. Inhale, bringing it back into stillness. We'll interlace our hands. Take your hands behind your head, pressing head into your hands, open into the chest, elbows out. And exhale, chin into your chest, draw your elbows closer together. Hold here, breathing into the stretch on the back of your neck. And exhale to slowly bring it up. Inhale, stretching the arms up, and exhale, going for a twist, right hand on your left knee, left hand behind you, supporting you. I'll twist myself over so you see. Twisting from your belly button, keep the shoulders away from your ears and chin in. Inhale, back into center. And exhale, twist to the opposite side. Left hand, right knee. Twist from the belly button. Inhale, back into center. And exhale, bring hands in Anjali Mudra to your heart. We'll go over our knees or take the knees to the side to find our tabletop. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And we'll move into our circular hips, sending hips to one side and the other, to your heels and all the way back. You can start walking your knees further back. Drop it into a child's pose and exhale, lift into a cobra. Press into the hands, drop into the pelvis, lift the heart and the head. Exhale, send the hips back. Inhale to curve it up, drop your belly, lift the heart. Keep it going at your own pace, feeling into each part of your vertebrae here. As you drop the pelvis, you lift your chest and the head. And the way it all hugs back in for your child's pose. We'll hold our child's pose, softening into the hips. Inhale into the belly, take it up to the heart. Exhale to soften. Inhale back into tabletop. We'll move into our puppy pose or a heart melting pose. Walk your knees a step back, stretch the arms to the top of the mat, and drop your elbows and forehead. Option to stay here or stretch into the arms, lifting elbows off the mat. Picture your heart closer to the mat with each exhalation. to drop the elbows down, look forward as we drop the hips to find our Sphinx pose. Elbows right underneath the shoulders, arms parallel, stretch through your toes as you lift your kneecaps off the mat and pull your heart forward by sliding your hands back onto the mat. Chin slightly tucked in, keeping a long neck. Inhale and exhale, rest your head on your hands, breathing into any sensations in your body. Inhale the hands underneath your shoulders, tucking into your toes and push into a plank. Exhale into your downward dog. Feet hip width apart, hands shoulder width, and ears aligned with your arm. Let's add some movement here, bending into one knee. Exhale into the opposite knee. Find stillness, bending into your knees. Send the hips up as you draw your belly closer to your thighs. Look forward, and we'll take a few baby steps in between our hands. Widen the feet slightly wider than your hips. Grab opposite elbows for a ragdoll, swinging side to side from the hips. Let go of your neck and head. Option to let go of your elbows and let your hands drag across the mat. Gently back into stillness. Inhale into your flat back, hands below knees, and exhale to fold, bending into your knees if needed, hands behind your ankles or on the mat. Inhale, stretch arms overhead, and exhale, hands to your heart. We'll take our hands together at the tailbone where glutes and low back meet. Draw your elbows in closer together. Inhale to press the hips forward, bend the knees. Lift the heart to the sky as if you had a string pulling it up. Keep your elbows hugging into each other, shoulders away from your ears, and exhale. Maybe lift the gaze up to the sky if your neck is okay. Only go as far as there's no pain or pinching in the lower back. Keep the hands to the lower back. Inhale to lift. Lengthen arms overhead. Exhale, bend the knees and fold over. Inhale into your flat back, halfway lift, and exhale to fold. Inhale, lengthen into the arms and find your stretch. Exhale, hands into your heart. We'll stay here in our Samasthiti pose. Feet hip width apart, hands stretched out as you connect to your body and its sensations so far. Inhale. Both hands to the top of your heart, connecting to that heartbeat. Inhale, stretching your arms overhead. And exhale, find your chair. Send the hips back, bend into the knees. And bring your pelvis forward. So you really want to cup your belly button in. Exhale, bend into the elbows. Draw them closer. Inhale, stretch the arms. Exhale, elbows closer together. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, bending into the elbows. Open the heart. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale to lengthen. I'll turn myself over so you can see. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. A couple more times at your own pace. Finding gentle opening of the chest. Maybe taking your gaze all the way up each time you bend into those elbows. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold forward, hands to the ground or your ankles. Inhale into your flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, taking your feet back into a plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale for knees, chest, chin. Drop the belly, press into the palms to lift the heart, keep the chin in. Exhale, send it back to your child's pose, softening into your hips, forehead on the ground. As you feel your breath rising in the belly all the way to the heart, and softening with each exhalation. Inhale back into your tabletop, hands underneath the shoulders, tucking in the toes, and exhale, send the hips up for your downward dog, bending into the knees as you bring the belly closer to your thighs. Inhale, look forward, right foot in between the hands, drop your left foot in a 45-degree angle. Inhale into your warrior two. Draw shoulder blades together. I'm just turning myself over. As you stretch into both your arms, you can have a look to see if they're aligned. Press into your back heel. Make sure that your right knee is not falling in and is aligned with the middle of your foot. Inhale, flipping your front palm. Exhale to stretch it up to the sky. Drop the left to the leg. Inhale back into center, joining both hands in Anjali Mudra. Inhale to stretch it up, open into your warrior two. Exhale, send it back. Keep a bend on that front knee. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel your hands into your runner's lunge. Hold here. And drop into the knee. Inhale, stretching into your arms. Exhale, hands together at your heart center. Stretch into the arms all the way up. Right hand goes all the way over to your hip or left thigh. Stretch the left arm all the way up and back. Only go as far as there's no pinching or discomfort in the back. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, drop the hands to the mat. Lift that back knee. Inhale into plank. Exhale for chaturanga, making a shelf for your body, bending at the elbows. Inhale into your upward dog. Exhale for down dog. Send the hips up and we'll start to add some movement. Lifting the heels onto your toes. Exhale, press it down. Bend into the knees as much as you need to as you press the thumb and index finger into the ground. Inhale, look forward and bringing that left foot in between your hands into your warrior two. Checking both arms, ensuring they're aligned. Bend into that front knee, make sure it's not falling in. Inhale, flip your front palm. Exhale to stretch it up to the sky. Keep a bend on that front knee. Inhale, bring it back to warrior two. And exhale, hands at Anjali Mudra at your heart center. Stretch palms together to the sky and exhale to warrior two. Squeezing shoulder blades together, arms active. Inhale for peaceful warrior, flipping the front palm. Exhale to stretch it all the way up. Inhale back into your warrior two. Exhale, drop the palms. Exhale to cartwheel your hands down into the ground. Drop the right knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, hands into your heart. Make sure that your left knee is aligned with the left ankle. Inhale, lengthen the arms all the way up, and exhale, left hand to your right hip or to your low back. Drop the hips, stretch the right arm all the way up, open into the heart. Inhale to bring it back. Moving into your plank. Let's move through a chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale to drop it all the way down to the ground. Untuck the toes. Press the hands into the ground to lift into cobra. Exhale, drop the chest and head. Inhale to lift up into your knees. We'll tuck into our toes and we'll be moving into a camel pose here. Make sure that knees are hip width apart. We'll take our hands to our low back. You want to engage your core. Inhale to start pushing the hips forward. Lift the heart all the way up to the sky and keep hugging the elbows in close together. Keep the chin tucked in. Only go as far as it feels good and comfortable for your back and without any pain. If you want to go slightly deeper, lift your gaze all the way up as you keep pressing the hips forward and lifting the heart to the sky. Inhale and exhale. Keeping your hands to your low back, start to lengthen all the way up to the sky. And find your child's pose. Melting your hips all the way back to your heels, forehead on the mat. Relax the arm. We'll bring our knees slightly closer together, hip width apart, to move into a rabbit pose. Forehead on the ground, grabbing your heels, and inhale, lift the hips up, keeping the forehead down. If you want to go deeper, you can bring the chin closer to you and top of the head on your mat, only if you don't have any neck issues. And exhale, let it go. Arms beside your legs. Swaying side to side, moving your brow bone side to side on your mat. Inhale, hands support you back into a seated position. Send your hips to the side and legs come forward. Keep your feet hip width apart, hands below your shoulders. Inhale, press the hips up for your reverse tabletop. Keep looking ahead as you squeeze the glutes up, press into the hands, or take your gaze all the way back. Keep breathing, keep pressing into the hands and the feet. And exhale, drop your hips down. Give yourself a hug, forehead onto your knees, chin tucked in. And we'll find our way all the way to the mat. Back on the mat, knees into your chest as you give yourself a hug, swaying side to side, massaging the low back, taking deeper breaths now, softening into the body. Inhale, keep that left knee with you, stretch into the right leg, and exhale, twisting over to the right, stretch into the left arm. You can keep the foot on the floor or on your leg if it's floating, making sure that both shoulders are grounded on the mat, and soften into your shoulders, your chest, your hip. both knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze and a sway. And exhale, stretch into that left leg, right knee, twisting over to the left. Stretch into your right arm, shoulder grounded on the mat, softening into your hip, your chest, feel into that twist. Into our chest, giving ourselves a squeeze and a sway. We'll take arms behind our knees, grabbing opposite elbows, forehead into your knees. Give yourself a tight squeeze and exhale to let it all go onto the mat for our final pose, Savasana. Dropping your shoulders away with each exhalation, softening the body. I will guide you out of the pose. Just relax and let it go. Inhale, bring back gentle movement to your toes and your fingertips. Finding a stretch with your arms overhead, bending into the knees, letting movement side to side. And as you're ready, turning to your side for fetal position. And back into seating upright. Inhale, lengthening the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands together at your heart center. Palms on top of your heart, one over the other, as you reconnect to your heartbeat. We'll close our practice here. Namaste, and thank you for joining me. I hope to see you soon. Have a beautiful day. Please comment, like, and subscribe too.